What up, jabronis? My name is Norman the Wizkid, and today we're going to take a look at a new gacha game release that most or probably a lot of anime fans are very curious and probably interested in. Of course, we are talking about Slime Isekai Memories. The game just came out. I've been grinding it a little bit, so I've got some thoughts. We'll take a look at the gameplay. We'll take a look at the units. We're going to do some pulls. So hang back, relax, and let's get started. All right, so first things first, we're looking at the home screen here. And the home screen here works a little kind of similar to how it works in 7 Deadly Sins. You've got this 3D kind of town or arena that you can, well, not arena, but you've got your town that you are constructing that you can walk through, of course. And one of the main gameplay elements here is, of course, talking to your bays. And so, yeah, here we're talking to Shion. You can see there's a bond system that happens here. You don't really, sometimes they give you gifts and stuff too. It's not too bad. And of course, I think this gives you buffs for this character in battle. And so as you can see, there's not a lot to do here, but one of the cool things is that you can actually walk around the town that you are constructing. You can see that I've got a few buildings that I'm currently working on. Anytime you upgrade a building and they have like a different aesthetic, you can see all of those happen. Here's my laboratory. Here's, yeah, it's kind of cool. And the game switches up who shows at the village at all times. And so sometimes you might see Dorgon, sometimes you might see Malim. You know, it's a little bit of random. It's not so bad. But this is not what the game is about. The game is about fighting. So we're gonna go ahead and check out a battle and see how that works. So we're gonna do the latest and greatest story mission. As you can see, this is who I'm rocking. I've got Beretta, I've got 2 versions of Malim, and I've got Shuna, who you get for free, and I got Soe, who I got from the initial first pulls. This guy's a 5-star too, but you get him through the game. He's a 4-star that naturally evolves through a 5-star, and so yeah, let's see how it goes. So the main story kind of works through like this visual novel style. I'm not the biggest fan of it, especially because you've got something like 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, where I think that game, you know, has probably done a lot of people wrong, and many people are probably over it. But the one thing it has going for it is the cinematics and the way that it tells a story, even if it doesn't use the cinematics. This visual novel style, it just looks like they pretty much just took screenshots from the anime, and so I don't love it. We're gonna skip it. Let's get to the guts and the glory of battle. All right, so here we are in battle, and you can see we're fighting this guy who's from the Beast Nation, if I remember correctly. And I'm going to show you how combat works. And so you've got, you know, some things here going on. I'll explain each and every one of these things. You've got your quality of life here at the top right. You unlock these just by playing the game and building up your town. And so it's not gated by money or anything. Here you've got your skill. This skill basically transforms all of my blues to orange. And so the way that you build this up is by using blue skills. This builds up by green, obviously. And these are skills that your characters can use. Like Beretta, I've got this thing that lowers guard penetration by 44%. And so we'll just pop that on. There's not much else you can do. One of the things you can do here is the game really is about building the best combos that you possibly can. One of the options you have here is something like this. But the other thing you can do is that if you're using the same character, and this is where you kind of get a little bit of the FGO kind of thing, but it's a little different because obviously you can mix and match different colors. But if you're using the same character, you can use that character all 4 times. And so we're going to go with Malim. She's pretty strong. Oh, it's probably I'm attacking with the wrong elemental. So Earth is weak to fire, I guess. And so one thing we're going to do is we're going to switch out Malim Earth with Soe, who is water. And what that'll do too is, we didn't actually have any of her things down here. What we're going to do is we're just going to keep attacking, trying to do the biggest combos we can. These orange attacks, they build up the character's ult gauge. And so when that's maxed at the bottom here, you'll see like an option to do their ult. and they all come with cinematics. They're all pretty nice. So we're not getting any Soe cards, but we do have 5 Berettas here, so we're gonna go ham. Oh, and you can see now that we have our skill, so we'll try that next turn. All right, so this guy's going down, and you know what? Why don't I just take this opportunity to, one, show you how this works. And so if I remember correctly, I think it turns greens into oranges. And so that's not super useful here, but it doesn't matter because we're going to kill the guy. We're going to go with blues. He's going to die. And it's good too because he just got his ult. And so you'll see the Beretta ult play out. Pretty cool. Big dark orbs, darkness cannon. Guy goes boom boom. Beretta. She's pretty badass. It's 4,000 damage. That's pretty nice. And so yeah, I do like the combat. I think that it's fun, and you know, I don't have much characters to play with at the moment, but I'm looking forward to playing with like different element teams, you know, if that's useful, or trying to figure out the best combination of skills from one character to the next. Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Anyways, we are going to move on to the next thing. And the next thing is going to be looking at the different modes. And so training, pretty self-evident. You've got your level up. This is what you use to actually upgrade the level of your characters. There's a few different progression systems. Gold, you're going to need for basically everything you do in the game, especially upgrading your town. And then these ability release quests. And so this is by far going to be the grindiest part of the game. You're going to end up needing to do a lot of these to fully max out your character stats. They have to do directly with the system that upgrades the stats. Then you've got this predator battle system that I did earlier. The way that this basically works is that you fight an enemy until you weaken it enough so that Rimuru could swallow it, and it gives you resources that upgrade your skills. Then you've got this event thing. All I think this is a dungeon or a boss raid, really, to get equipment materials. And so equipment, I have a feeling, is going to be kind of a true end game of this game in terms of the grind of the game. The equipment actually works in a way that there's set stats, so it's not like a Epic 7 where it's RNG and you've got to be building a lot of equipment, at least for now. And so yeah, we're not going to actually get into this battle, just wanted to show you what events was. And the last thing we have is this thing called requests. And so this is pretty self-evident what it is. What you're doing here is companion quests to raise the bond of your characters. And as you saw earlier, when we raise the bonds of the characters, you raise the level of you raise their stats too. It's like small stat upgrades, but it could, you know, it could pile on more and more to actually be beneficial and useful and visible. And so yeah, I've got Million to level 8 because obviously I'm running 2 of her. Next thing we're going to look into is going to be the nation building aspect of the game. All right, and so here you see that we are building a town, and it's very similar to the town that we saw when I was walking around. And so a lot of these things basically just amount to resource generation. And so here you have a laboratory that's giving you a health potion. Health potions recover stamina, so that's pretty nice. A lot of these are really just houses to raise the population of the town. That becomes really important because with a higher population, you unlock more functions and more building types, and the building level raises as well. So that becomes important. Really, what you want to focus on first in this game is raising your population as fast as you can. And then you get these rewards for magic crystals too. Pretty nice, gives you a good amount of pulls. So yeah, not too shabby, not too shabby. I would like to see a way to design like the roads, maybe like, you know, Rimuru's town, or the town of Tempest kind of has like this look to it with paved roads and just like a nice looking town. And I'm not quite there yet, and I'm hoping that you can get there. Maybe the story mode, once it progresses enough, gets you there. So we'll see. You've also got this ability to assign people to things, but I basically just hit optimize and let this thing run itself. And so yeah, you'll get gold, you'll get these things for ability or to improve your stats, things like that. Let's take a look at the characters. And so here we are on the character screen. And what this game does is it actually gives you Shuna for free. And there are missions. Let me point out to those right now. So these are your daily missions that I've obviously already done. This is the event. Here you'll see basically missions that you can do that give you a shard, or like a Shuna shard basically, which acts as a duplicate of Shuna. And so by doing all of these missions, and they are time gated, like you can see one mission is login for 7 days. So obviously I have to wait for that mission to be completed. But at the end of all these missions, you should have a 6-star Shuna, which is nice. That's a free 6-star, and that's 5 dupes for a character. So not too shabby, not too shabby. All right, but heading back to the companions, we're going to take a look at the companions and the systems that we have. And so here you're just going to see a basic status screen, you know, where they're assigned to, where they're helping out, their attribute, their type of attack. So physical, magic, I think ranged might be one. What they're equipped with, of course. And then here you've got the level up screen. And so each duplicate that you give to them, you can see here on the awakened screen, I've got her at 3 stars. And so I'm still trying to get those missions done to get her to the 4th. There'll probably be another bingo sheet to get her to the 5th. So every time I raise, or I add one of these shards, it raises the max level for her. And so 4 stars is going to be 96 out of 96. And then once I finally get her to, 6-star, I can get her all the way to 100. So here we are in the ability release screen. And yeah, this is pretty straightforward. All you're doing here is you're going to use materials to upgrade the character stats. If you click into one of these, you're going to see that I need these 30 things left to continue upgrading her defense. I've already upgraded her attack. And basically how you're working is you got these sheets. And so these sheets, the first one is obviously the easiest one. It just needs kind of the lower level resources. Second sheet, third sheet. Then you've got one more sheet after that. And then you've got a level 5 sheet. And this one is actually a kind of a problem for me in a way, because the only way to unlock these skills these stats are to be like level 100 or to be higher levels. And to be the higher levels, obviously you need the stats. So for Shuna, I've got enough to get 2 of each of the level 5, but I need to be level 100 to finish things out, or 96 here. 96, 96, 96, 100 and 100 and 100. And so that's kind of a pain point for me. It reminds me of Constellations, but Constellations hold out, modifiers for your attacks, and this is just straight up stats. So Constellations, of course, by Genshin Impact is what I mean, but yeah, we'll see how important that this ends up becoming. I wonder if you'll be gated in any way. Last thing we're looking at here is the equipment, and we're not looking at anything too special here. I will show you more about the equipment later in terms of forging. And then here you've got skills. And so the way to level up your skills is going to be by doing those predator dungeons, but really it's just a boss fight. And then you can upgrade their skills to do a little more. Like let's look at her. I've only got 3 things that can level it up. We'll level this up once. And you can see it adds 0.5%, 6%, 6.5%. I'm not sure how much that difference makes, but when you do max it out, the skill does evolve into a different skill, or I think it adds something to it. And so, yeah, it's interesting, and we'll see how things go. Let's take a look at forging before we go to the last part. And so forging, the way this is going to work is you're going to grind resources to build equipment. And so I've built a bunch of these already, so we're kind of good there. You can see I can build 1-star equipment and 2-star equipment. Later down the road, as you keep upgrading your forge in town, you can build better and better stuff. So at the beginning, I wouldn't go too ham on equipment. Like I'd start grinding for sure, but a lot of your earlier equipment might get invalidated. So just watch out for that. Anyways, last but not least, we're going to take a look at the gacha. All right. And so for the gacha, we are looking at the 7-day guaranteed 5-star character. This is because I bought this pack. You will see it here. You won't see it here because I already bought it. Basically, it's a $24 pack that guarantees 1 5-star character. I bought it just for the hell of it and for the video, of course. This is going to be the thing that most people are going to pull on for now. The release banner is pretty much what it is. Then you've got this. Well, let's see if it shows the picture. Okay, it's kind of bugged, I guess. This is a 5-star guarantee ticket that you get by logging into the game for 3 days. And these tickets you get probably through events and through gameplay. And yeah, as you can see, the way I'm getting them is I bought this weekly recruit pack. And so I'll get 6 more and we'll see if we get anything from that. All right, for now, let's go ahead and pull on the banner and see what units we get. First, we're going to do the guaranteed 5-star. Again, this one's paid, basically. And so we're hoping for Rimuru here, I think. Like, that's what I would love. I'm playing on emulator, and so part of the things might be bugged out because of that. I don't really know. Let's see if the animation happens. I'm clicking. Okay, cool. It's happening. I just had to click, maybe. Oh, so you can see kind of the upgrade. Okay, so purple or rainbow obviously means 5-star. Let's see. You have to grab the good things for yourself. Who is this? Oh, Dorgo. Okay. So I think he's really good. And so we're happy with that. And he's a light. And so, yeah, we'll see how this goes. We're also going to do the other guaranteed 5-star. Before we get started, we're going to click because obviously nothing happens without the click. We're going to click again. We already know it's a 5-star and devour all chaos. Oh, is this Malim? Did I get a dupe? Oh, it's disaster. Oh, so there's also protection characters. He might be one of those, which is basically like an added kind of stats, and it has an ability. So I'm not sure if that's actually a character or protection character, but we're going to use all of these and see if we can get anything going. And so we're just going to skip. All right, so we got the fairy, we've got Cherub Disc guy, and yeah, not too shabby. Shuna, I think this isn't the 5-star Shuna, right? That'd be insane if it was. I think that's the 4-star Shuna, so we're just gonna skip because the emulator is not happening. Or it's, something about it is not making these come out the way they should. But it doesn't matter because all we want to see is some 5-stars. Okay, I'm getting very, very unlucky. Come on. Skip to my Lou, my darling. Okay. Can you hear me, small one? Answer me. Who is that? Who is that? Oh, I think that's Veldora. Okay, so he's definitely a protection character. And so his skill is going to be for wind. So this guy's a wind character, or he helps wind people. Okay. We've got 3 more pools. 3 or 4, I think. And so let's keep hoping for some 5-stars. Oh, that's a Dorgo dupe. We take that. We definitely take that. Okay, Dorgo dupe. Let's hope for some more. I want more characters, and so give me character. No 5-star dupes there. That's all right. 2 more. No dupe. No dupe, just 4 stars. All right, so this is the last one. Last one for all the marbles. And let's see if we can look at the animation this time. Let's do it for the last one, shall we? Click. Okay, cool. Yep. Okay, purple. Yeah! Okay, cool. Let's see who we get. Alice. Kenya, the kids. Okay, so this is a 4-star. Benimaru. Okay, this is a 5-star. Out of the way, pigs, unless you want to be wiped out without a trace. Huh? Benimaru? Huh? Oh, I was right. Benimaru. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm happy with that. Here's another 4-star. Another Veldora, 3-star. Another kid. Another kid. Oh, Goboichi. He's the man. He's the man. He's the chef. I'm getting all the kids today. Gabiru. Oh, that's the merchant guy. He's dope. Okay, cool. So I think we got like what, 5 stars in 4 pools. One of those is a Dorgo dupe, which I don't mind, but yeah, not too shabby. Let's talk about my final thoughts on the game. And so yeah, we're back, and I actually really like this game. I'm actually pretty hype about what's the characters that are going to come out in the future. You know, you've got so much possibilities. Like, you can do a Veldora, like regular form Veldora. You can do Demon Lord Rimuru. You can do all of the Demon Lords, really. And then you've got your original cast. And so I'm pretty hyped. That's just my initial thoughts. In terms of the overall gameplay loop and structure, I do like building the towns. It does feel a little like Farmville, not gonna lie, but it's not the main thing, you know, that town building aspect of it. And it does feel like a nice second progression system, and so I don't think it's too shabby in that regard. The main gameplay loop, it does seem like it's very grindy, and I don't mind a grind myself, of course. But for people who do mind grinding, it may be a little much for you, or not much, but you know, play it and decide for yourself if it's the level of grind that you're okay with. I have a feeling that some people won't like it, and so just warning you ahead of time. I myself don't mind it. I don't see it as a negative. I think it's totally fine. Yeah, I don't know. I like the animation attacks. I like the characters. Obviously, I like the anime, and so I guess my final thought is that if you like the anime and you like 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, then this is probably a game for you. There is no PvP, and so there's might be kind of a negative for some people, or positive, you know, PvE only games. But my initial thoughts are that I'm very excited, and I think it's got a pretty healthy future, or I'm looking forward to a healthy future. Anyways, with that, thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate that. If you did like the video, please subscribe or leave a like. That would be immensely helpful, as I am a super new channel and just trying my best to grow. Also, I have a Discord. Feel free to look at and join in the description. I've got the link there. And I do stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/awizkid. And so follow me there. I'll be doing some gacha stuff. I'll be doing some other stuff. It's gonna be good. And with that, I'll see you later, jabronis. Peace.